So let's see what we get here against shallow blue. I guess knight f6 takes and e5. Now this was the book I gave them. I wanted to play this variation here, the Mises variation of the Scotch game. So one of the main moves is here queen e2, and then knight d5, c4, and bishop a6. Yeah, he plays queen e2. Knight d5, I can also go to b6 afterwards, but I don't think that's great. I'm gonna go bishop a6. I mean, I need to figure out a plan how to develop that bishop anyway. So c4 is one way of going about it. Knight d2, that's a different kettle of fish. d6 is one way of doing stuff here, as well as g6. I think g6, where is he going with the knight? g6, bishop, g2 and castles. I wait for c4, then I play my bishop there. So I guess I'm gonna go with g6. Knight d2 is something I have never seen before. Maybe the knight comes to f3, I don't know. And then bishop g5 could be a threat. So knight f3, c4, I can go to f4 as well. But then bishop e3, I don't know, so I'm gonna go there. If knight f3, I'm just gonna castle. Or after bishop g5, I can go queen b4 check. And if he moves back... So what is he doing? I mean, that's basically the stuff I wanted out of this. And my knight can come to b4. So... okay, knight here. Or knight b4, a3. And then I go d5. If he takes en passant, I'm taking the queen. He takes and I go with a check. And if he moves his queen, let's say, where is he going? I don't know. I'm gonna go to b4. I think I have d5 after a3. And also if he takes with the c pawn, I can also just recapture with the pawn, and then I have this c6 square available for my knight. So this, okay, he does this. Okay, d5 anyway. d5 anyway. I'm not so sure about d5. t5 en passant. I'm grabbing this. d5 he takes with that. I'm not that sure. What about castles? And if a3, d5, and he takes en passant, I take the queen, he takes back. And I don't really have a square for my knight, right? So castles, a3, d5 takes en passant. I take this, he takes with the knight. I can also go c5. Well, after castles, a3, I can't go c5. So how am I doing this? d5 en passant. What about bishop a6, a3, bishop takes pawn, bishop takes knight, pawn takes, and d5. He takes, I can take with the knight. I can't really, because d5 takes, I can take the bishop takes and then take with the knight. I'm not that sure. I mean, knight here is not the greatest of all moves. I can still go d5. If he takes with the pawn, I take the bishop and then grab back. If he takes en passant, I can castle. And if you go a3, d5 en passant, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, I'm not sure about this knight's position. I can go bishop b7 here. Bishop b7, a3, knight back, b4, bishop back, and then castles at some point. When my knight lands on this square, it's not that terrible, so I guess I go bishop b7. I have to make room for my knight. So what is he doing now? a3, I have knight back, b4, I'm gonna castle and go c4. Not that sure, man. Not that sure about my position whatsoever. But if my... okay, he goes a3, so knight back. That was basically the plan of this bishop move, because the bishop on a6 wasn't doing that much. Castles on d5 might still be something. If he's not going b4... okay, I can't go there. And if I castles, he's shutting it down. But then I might still go d5. First of all, I wanna fiancare to the other bishop. I wanna have both options of castling. Okay, he goes bishop b2. Castles queenshead or d5 immediately. d5 he takes en passant, I take the knight. d5 he takes en passant. I guess d5 is the move here. d5 en passant takes the queen, takes here and takes the bishop. He has a check somewhere around. Not really, so en passant is kind of bad. And if he goes pawn takes, I go pawn takes, and my bishop will be kind of secure there. I can also take the bishop immediately. But first I guess I'm taking the queen if en passant, so I'm not afraid of en passant. I'm also not afraid of takes. Okay, he does this. So what about grabbing this and castling queenside then with check? Grabs, no, he goes bishop takes. That's not what I want. It's basically, I can go c5 here. c5 or castles, and if c5 for him, I don't really know exactly. So c5 is a move, as well as I guess I should go c5, and if b4, I go c4, takes, queen takes, and I guess I still have this square again, so I guess I go c5. Yeah, c5 frees up my bishop. I can still castle both directions. So b4, e4 takes hits the queen, so that's not that good for him. Takes. Fair enough. Now I'm gonna castle. Hitting this pawn. How is he covering it? If he pushes, I'm taking. If he takes, he can push. He can push. Bishop c4. I can take on b2, b4 now. I can take on b4. His king is on d1, so that's something to keep in mind. Taking on b4, he takes on a7. I can still grab this, but then he grabs this. I don't have a check. So, but what is this knight doing? What is this knight exactly doing? Guess I should grab a pawn. Takes, knight takes, rook, no, takes, he grabs on b4, but then I have queen there. So guess takes and queen here. I want to get this queen trade in. If he takes, I have rook, knight takes, and if he does this, so knight takes, b takes is something to keep in mind. So how am I slicing this? I have bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes, pawn takes, rook there. mean, I haven't got that many options anyway. Knight d7, a6, takes the bishop, takes this with check, takes this, and his rook is hanging. So I guess knight d2. Anyway, bishop here, he wants to exchange, right? So what about knight takes or bishop takes? He is 2, 4, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's up material, but I'm still grabbing this pawn. If he takes, it's not a problem. My king there will be quite safe. So I have to figure out how to defend here. Knight takes, knight takes. So now this pawn is hanging. He's probably losing this pawn, whatever he does. I mean, he has takes, takes, and rook b4, but... Okay, he does this. Can jump here, threatening a check. So rook here, and now I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. So now it's even material. Rook there. No, I don't. I'm gonna play this to hit his knight. So he has to go rook a2 or rook e2, probably rook a2, but first he has to grab this if he wants to go rook a2, but he goes rook f2. Right, he goes back. So what about knight here check? He goes there, I have this check, he goes there. That could very well be a problem. So takes, rook takes, and king here. Yeah, I'm gonna take and go king here after he recaptures. There isn't much else he can do. I mean, I'm attacking his rook, so he has to recapture the bishop. And my position is quite fine, I have to say. So rook there might be a move. Then I'm gonna take and go there with the knight, with the king, hunting down that pawn. I might as well do this anyway. So if my knight would be there, how can it come here? Wow, that's square. With check he takes, I take here with check. So he's probably not gonna take it. So let's figure things out here. I am not down any material. The position is kind of even. Position is kind of even, so knight f5 most probably. If g4, I'm gonna go there, hit the rook. If he goes there, I'm gonna take the knight and fork him. So he can't do such things. He can't do such things. Knight here hitting the rook anyway. So where is he going with the rook? I mean, he can come in there, but I guess I just move the knight and I'm again threatening this one. So knight here, knight there, threatening this knight, so probably knight c4, but then I might come in with some checks. Not that sure about this stuff. Okay, I'm taking this, he takes that with check, I go there, hitting the rook. Remove the knight, attack the rook. Moving the knight and attacking the rook. Where is he going with that rook? Goes here, I take the knight. And then I have a little bit more activity than I would have. Well, rook here. I guess I'm gonna grab this and go there. So now the rook is attacked. Ah, he has a check here. He has this check, so should do. I can't. Damn it. Guess he's gonna give that check, right? So now I'm gonna go here. I don't think he has anything better than a draw. Well, I don't think I have anything better than a draw. Or anyway, he doesn't have anything better than a draw as well. So rook here. Yeah, it is a draw. I think it is just a draw. So I'm gonna grab this pawn now. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, he has those squares for his rook. So what about rook here? Rook here, check if he goes there. I'm just gonna go back. And rook takes, king takes. That's something bad. So I guess I go here, covering my pawn, so he gives a check. That's all there is. If I go here, I'm not mated. Well, I get mated, so I have to go back, covering my pawn, b4. Rook there. Okay, I guess I should get rid of one of his rooks. I guess I should get rid of one of his rooks. If he goes here, I give another check, I don't care. Well, then he goes there. So actually I'm gonna take this. Doesn't matter with what he takes, I'm gonna go down with the rook. So rook here. Rook d2. So king and pawn endgame. King and pawn endgame, probably just a draw. I guess I should go c5 immediately. I mean, no point in crawling up. So c5. If he takes, I'm gonna go here and get the pawn back. There isn't much I can do here. He can do. So king e2 might be something. Take this, he goes there. He goes there, I go f6. I go f6 so that he can't use that square. On e5. And it should very well be just a draw. h4, h5. h5 or h3. I guess I go h5. At some point he runs out of moves. I mean, if he goes there, I go there. Pawn here. Ah, pawn f5. Oh, that's a great thing. That's a great move. Right. g5 takes. Well, f5 is such a great little move. I think I'm busted here. Other than f5, there was basically nothing. So, if I take, he grabs with the king and gets this one. I don't know if this is holdable, probably not. f5 is just crushing me. I went into this king and pawn endgame thinking that it's a draw, but I don't think it's a draw now. The cheap pawn is still there. If I go here, he takes. I go there, he goes there. I guess it's still one of my better chances. So king here, he takes. I go there, he goes there, and I don't have any moves. He takes that pawn, and so I am probably just gonna grab it. The problem is he goes here now to g5, and I can probably just resign because he has two connected passes, so resigns. Okay, f5 was pretty bad. f5 hit me pretty bad. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.